Alright, let's give this a go. Do you believe in aliens? Probably not. No. If you had the world's attention for 30 seconds, what would you say? Jesus, Jesus, Jesus is awesome. Jesus is awesome, over and over again. Alright, final question. What is the best part and worst part of your personality? Best part, honestly, I love chatting to people. I love it. Second part, the worst part, I just don't really know when to shut up.
Stretch my hands to you. Yeah, yeah.
I hope you like that new intro. Give it a go yourselves and let me know how you get on in our Zoom calls on a Sunday morning. It'd be great to hear what you're getting up to. This Sunday, we're going to be starting our new mini-series of looking at people from the Bible that God called to do amazing things, but they felt unequipped or not worthy for the task. I covered a little bit of this in a previous video a couple weeks ago. Check it out. It says, he chose and used Moses to free his people, even though Moses hated public speaking and lacked in confidence. But he chose Moses because he was the one of them and knew they would listen to Moses with God by his side. Thanks, old me. Each week, we're going to explore and reflect on an individual from the Bible and see what God calls them to do and why he chooses them. We'll then reflect on how that can relate to us today, because that's an important question. How can stuff that happened over 2,000 years ago relate to us today? How can we apply it to our lives? But today, I just want to share something with you from my life and how I'm working out why God has called me to where I am today. It is hard to listen to what God says about you and how much he loves you when there are so many other voices from yourself, from other people, from the world that are fighting for attention. When that is going on inside my head and my heart, it's hard to concentrate and even get things done. There is no motivation, or I just don't feel capable because I'm listening to those voices that put me down. This has been a struggle for a while now with trusting what God says about me and how he trusts me and wants me to be confident. But it isn't always like this, and this is surely not the way God wants us to live. And when we think about what Jesus did on the cross for us, all those voices and all those thoughts that are negative and put us down go to the grave. And Jesus has overcome them all. The things I find helpful to do when these voices and thoughts take over my mind, take over my heart, take over everything that I am, I listen to music. And I reflect on a verse from Deuteronomy in the Old Testament. It's been a verse that I have carried for many, many years, and I turn to it when I'm struggling, when I feel low, or I just can't hear God. I listen and I reflect on those words, and I hear God speaking to me through those words. It's really powerful and it's really encouraging. And that is just one of the many ways God speaks to us. One of the many ways. It's unique and individual to us all. This week, I challenge you to give it a go. Listen to some music and read these few verses. Especially listen to a song called Song of My Father by Urban Rescue. You can find it on YouTube, on Apple Music, on Spotify, wherever. But listen to it and read over Deuteronomy chapter 33 verse 27 and see what you notice about God and see and listen if he's saying anything to you. I am praying for every single one of you this week that whatever you or others say about yourself that puts you down, that God will come up to you and wrap you up in his love, because that's an incredible feeling to have in our lives. Have a great week. I cannot wait to speak to you in our Zoom calls. Bye for now.
Stretch my